McDonald's meat. It's like spontaneous combustion.
Yuck. Too weird.
Well, maybe I shouldn't call.
She's all you've talked about since we moved. What a wimp.
Here goes nothing. Wait a minute. Okay.
With AT&T, your long-distance calls go through twice as fast, and for that...
Hello?
We apologize.
Susan?
Roger?
Yeah, this is Roger.
When you make a McDonald's McDLT fresh on the spot, you make a great hamburger.
When you put it together, fresh on the spot, you make McDLT taste so crisp and hot. Hot sizzling beef, a cool side too, but it's not McDLT without a hand from you.
Because you make McDLT, it's never soggy, never wilted.
It's a good time for the great taste.
You make a great hamburger.
Love McDonald's.
I always want beautiful hair, so I color it with Performing Preference. The color's translucent with layers of light, and it feels fabulous, I'm told. And I'm worth it, I say.
Performing Preference from L'Oreal.
Sunday on Our House.
You can trust me.
Chris is planning a slumber party.
Nice girls have hormones, too.
But when the boys sneak in, it's a long night for Gus. Then on Rags to Riches.
It's crazy.
When 5 orphans team up with one swinging bachelor.
Let's knock 'em dead.
There's never a dull moment.
That's no lie.
Lee Majors and Lindsay Wagner are back in an all-new movie, joined by a son with a blinding force. The return of the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman, Sunday.
Next, on Cheers, Carla doesn't have a ghost of a chance in her new haunted house. Cheers. Then on L.A. Law, Cusack inherits a murder, Grace's AIDS case backfires, and Becker gets dunked on a basketball court when Cifuentes resigns.
Hello, this is Jimmy Smith, Victor Cifuentes of L.A. Law. Make a practice of watching L.A. Law tonight on NBC.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
Friday, it's an unforgettable Miami Vice movie. It's 2 hours of non-stop action that'll blow you away. Friday.
Next week, Dave takes his show on the road.
We will be coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Actually, it's not live, it's on tape, but it'll seem live.
This is NBC News Digest. Here is Ann Rubenstein, NBC News.
Good evening. White House Assistant Jonathan Miller resigned today after he was named at the Iran-Contra hearings as having taken part in payments to the Contras. The White House said it found out only 2 days ago Miller might have had some involvement. Former National Security Advisor Robert McFarlane testified today he had doubts early on that the effort to help the Contras could succeed, but said he didn't argue against it at the White House meetings.
Where I went wrong was not having the guts to stand up and tell the president that. To tell you the truth, probably the reason I didn't is because if I'd done that, Bill Casey and Jane Kirkpatrick and Cap Weinberger would have said I was some kind of a commie, you know.
For the first time in more than a month, the Islamic Jihad showed pictures of an American hostage. Alan Steen looked to be in good health on this videotape, though he was previously said to be near death. Steen read a statement thanking his captors for saving his life. The statement repeated the demand that Israel free 400 Arab prisoners. South Africa today ordered 2 British television correspondents expelled. No direct reason was given, but the South African government has complained that foreign coverage is biased in favor of black extremists and stirs up increased violence. The Reverend Jerry Falwell said today the PTL ministry will have to shut down if its followers can't come up with $17 million by the end of the month. A big jump in U.S. exports in February cut the trade deficit by $1.5 billion. And in Paris, President Mitterrand today awarded the French Legion of Honor to Elizabeth Taylor. She was cited for excellence in the arts. I'm Ann Rubenstein in New York. More news later on this NBC station.
This is where the trouble started. Santa Ana was there, Davy Crocker was here. I, Senor Naugles, was cooking my famous fajitas.
A handmade tortilla filled with marinated sirloin, steak and onions, fresh tomatoes and scallions.
Everybody loved them. Santa Ana wants them all. Davy Crocker wants them all. Next thing, they're shooting. Believe me, I remember the Alamo.
Taste the legendary steak fajitas of Senor Naugles.
Jeep Cherokee has just been reborn. It can now be ordered with a 4-liter, 6-cylinder, 173-horsepower engine.
Nothing in Cherokee's class even comes close. In fact, with this engine and a choice of 2 or 4 doors and 2 shift-on-the-fly four-wheel drive systems, you could say nothing's in Cherokee's class.
Now get 3.9 financing or up to $600 cash back on select Jeep Cherokees.
David Sheehan reviews a shocking movie about kids and murder at 11.
Cheers is filmed before a live studio audience.
What do you get when you cross a comedy with a drama?
Sounds like life.
Sounds like Molly Dodd.
The Days and Nights of Molly Dodd, an uncommon comedy, May 21st.
This is NBC News Digest. Here is Ann Rubenstein, NBC News.
Good evening. Jonathan Miller resigned as a White House assistant today after a former colleague testified they cashed traveler's checks from Colonel Oliver North for payment to the Contras. The White House said it hasn't been told Miller is under investigation. The office of Vice President Bush disclosed today that an aide to Bush met almost a year ago with a man involved in secret help for the Contras, but that Bush didn't know of the meeting. American hostage Alan Steen was shown on an Islamic Jihad tape today. Earlier, he had been reported near death, but today, he appeared healthy. I'm Ann Rubenstein in New York. More news later on this NBC station.
You know, I told my wife, Ethel, she's famous, she was named after gas. I said, come on, let's go on down and get some of them Penguins yogurt. And she said she don't want to eat nowhere where she gets served by birds. So I said, well, what about your Aunt Lucy's house on a Sunday morning? We're going tonight.
Here on the floor of the Toyota Stock Exchange, the market on all Toyotas is bullish. For a limited time, 106,000 blue chip deals are being made on Tercels, Corollas, and Camrys, with options going at a furious pace. Yes, it's a buyer's market on a record number of blue chip deals. The word's out on the street. Get your best deal on Toyota's preferred stock today.
The Mastiff Finch desires refresh me. Mom, can I have some Sunny Delight?
Sure, Billy.
Can Bear have some too?
Yes. Nothing else delights you like Sunny Delight.
In a raging thirst, the pirate captain pursues the ruby-red ship of tropical delights.
It's Sunny Delight Red Berry Punch.
Nothing else delights you like Sunny Delight.
Spend a day with a music video queen on Channel 4 News at 11.
Previously on LA Law.